It is officially July 1st, and in this video, we're going to be covering sealed and singles that I'm looking to pick up for this month. And we're just going to jump straight into it right off the bat. And we're going to start off with two products that I kind of started last month with, and then we're going to continue into the months moving forward. And we're going to just be dollar cost averaging these products, just picking them up. Now, I'm not on a really large unlimited budget as far as picking up sealed product goes, but something that I do want to add to my collection is more sealed 151. And I think that Blooming Waters, now we are getting like some Costco drops and stuff like that, so it has been coming. And my plan is at MSRP when possible, but if not, I'm going to be going to the secondary market and just picking up more, probably within the next coming months. I don't know, depending on how the prices go with this product and the next, just throughout the year potentially, just to like kind of pick up some boxes here, some boxes there, and kind of just see where it all ends up going. But Blooming Waters is one that I am going to be targeting. I think it's still at a good buying point right now, even though obviously this is much more expensive than MSRP, but that's kind of the case for everything right now. I think 151 down the road is going to continue to do really well. So Blooming Waters is one of those ones that I'm targeting now. Space-wise, probably not the best box to be targeting when it comes to space. And, you know, currently where I store most of my stuff in my little office, space is going to become an issue. So, and this is a product that I probably wouldn't want to break down. I'd probably want to keep in the packaging. I would be open to breaking them down if maybe they got damaged in shipping and the boxes didn't look as good. I would break them down just for the packs, and because there's a lot of waste as far as cardboard and plastic on these. That's kind of unfortunate, but Blooming Waters. Anyways, I'm targeting that on a monthly thing, as well as Prismatic Evolutions SPCs. Now, this has been one that still has eluded me at MSRP. Really, it's been really hard to find at MSRP for me. So this is a product that I think Prismatic's going to continue to do well long term as well. So I'm just going to continue to dollar cost average, which is a little bit different than my approach I was taking before. So that is one thing that I do advise, just in the hobby in general, is like being open to changing your approach, right? It depends on your time frames as well with stuff, but you know, dollar cost averaging is always your friend. So if you wanted to pick up SPCs, you know, back here when they were, you know, over $200 when they came out, 240, yeah, you'd be down a little bit right now. So that's why, if you spend a little bit more time, don't spend all your cash at once, and be a little bit more patient. These have dropped down under $200 currently, so you could be dollar cost averaging. Even if you know you pick up one box a month, you'll be doing pretty well, kind of thing. So, or a box every 2 months. You know, by the time the whole year comes around, you'll have a decent amount of boxes saved up. So that's kind of my approach when it comes to these first two products, both Blooming Waters and the SPCs. I'm just going to dollar cost average as things go, which is, like I said, is a little bit different than what I had said before. So my strategy is changing. So you guys use that information for how you will. That's just my current approach. And then Blackbolt and White Flare. Now there's been talk of some more Pokemon Center drops happening potentially this week even. But my approach for Blackbolt and White Flare is mostly just, if I can manage to get PC ETBs when they do drop, that's pretty much mostly what I'm currently targeting. Now, you know, if I can get booster bundles, or I'm not really going to go for probably anything less than this, like the sticker packs or anything like that. And, you know, regular ETBs, if they popped my way like at the right time, but I'm not like super honed in on Blackbolt and White Flare. Not, like I said, not that I don't think they won't perform well long term, but it's just, I'll snag some PC ETBs if I can, when I can, and that's my main focus as far as that goes, because I just think these sets are going to go crazy as far as like collectability and stuff like that. I'm not really going to be master setting this set and probably ripping any packs of Blackbolt and White Flare, but PC ETBs, obviously I'd be a fool not to target. So PC ETBs as they come out, is one that that's my main focus. And then, you know, if other stuff is available, not once again, not really looking for like the binder collections and stuff like that either. Mostly just ETBs, and regular ETBs to a certain extent, right? That's just kind of my current mindset. I'd rather put my money in other places. So that's kind of where I'm at with Blackbolt and White Flare. PC ETBs are the no-brainer. And we do have singles coming at the end of the video, by the way. So we'll touch on some singles. I also wanted to touch on Paldea Evolved. Now, this is a set that I do believe in long term. Now, keep in mind, this has shot up pretty big recently, and I already have some Paldea Evolved booster boxes, but this is just another one where I'm not saying I'm going to go out and get a ton of these boxes right now out the rip, but we have seen on the eBay side as well. Just the other day, I think lowest listed on eBay, unless people have listed more, was actually higher than TCG Player, around 380, 390 per box for Paldea. But I wouldn't mind strengthening my position when it comes to Paldea Evolved. Now, hear me out before you go too crazy in the comments. Now, I've made the comparison between that and Silver Tempest. You can see the price right here. Silver Tempest is at 360. Silver Tempest is a set I like a lot as well. I'm heavily and extremely bullish on Sword and Shield booster boxes moving long term. When I talk about even Paldea Evolved, I'm talking about on a 5+ year time frame. So in Paldea Evolved, not really likely to get a reprint, but you know, definitely not gonna get a reprint as Silver Tempest. So I do like Silver Tempest a lot. They're just very similarly priced. You know, so I maybe would lean a little bit more towards Silver Tempest, but there is a lot of hype currently with Paldea Evolved. And I do think that this box, it's honestly kind of crazy to see it at this point already. But it is a set that I believe in. And what's going to happen, which will be interesting, is as Paldea continues to move up, what some of the other Scarlet and Violet sets, as more time passes and these sets start to get older, like kind of where Paldea is at now, the older Scarlet and Violet sets, where those are gonna kind of end up as things move forward. So, but Paldea, you know, if a box or two came my way at a reasonable price, which I don't know who would be selling, you know, too reasonably right now, they're in high demand, but it is on my list, and I would be open to picking up some Paldea Evolved. But I might be leaning a little bit more towards Silver Tempest between the two currently. Once again, I am on a set budget, right? I can't necessarily every month be picking up a case of this, and then a ton of Blooming Watt. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of like, well, I might end up, if I end up, you know, picking up a box of Silver Tempest, a box of Paldea, you see what I'm saying? So between all of this, I kind of have to like mix and match, and it does depend on like kind of what comes my way. So when I talk about the sealed product that's on here on this list, it's not a guarantee that I'm even going to be able to pick up everything either, but it's just things that are on my radar. Some stuff that maybe by the time this video has already published, I've already picked up some. Like, I'll have picked up a you know, I think some Blooming Waters and Prismatic SPC for the month already. But as far as the other bigger stuff, I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. And that's my current approach, right? As far as this stuff goes. And I'm just trying to share that with you guys, just what I'm doing currently. And then lastly, when it comes to sealed product, this is one that we're looking MSRP or bust for Destined Rivals. Now, this is one that I have had luck my local Targets and Walmarts with restocks. Obviously, that's not going to include booster boxes because they don't stock them there. But everything else, Elite Trainer boxes, booster bundles, sleeved packs, stuff like that. If I can pick those up at my local Walmart or Target at MSRP, I'm going to do so. It's one of my favorite sets. We just ripped a ton on the channel, so I probably won't be ripping any more that I pick up. I'll probably be keeping it sealed for at least a little while, but I would be open to ripping some more in the future. So that is subject to change. I think Destined Rivals might be my weakness when it comes to ripping. So that could be fun. So that's kind of where I'm at. Especially if I can get it at MSRP, then it justifies that as far as ripping goes. And then for the singles, there's not a ton of singles either that I'm currently targeting, but we're leaning towards Destined Rivals. Now, hear me out before we go. I know it. Buying singles shortly after release, usually not a good idea. And my approach for this currently is I am working on a master set for Destined Rivals. I am missing. We did pull some big SIRs, but we're still missing some big SIRs. Obviously, the Mewtwo is top of the list. Now, I'm not just going to go outright and buy this out for $400 right now. Currently, my plan is to possibly do some trades and or sell some of my excess duplicates, triplicates of other cards that I have. Preferably in lots, so I don't have to piecemeal them out on eBay. Potentially on my Discord. There's a lot of great people on the Discord if you're interested in joining. Link in the description. There's a buy sell trade. So if probably hook somebody up with a decent rate at offloading some of my excess cards, stuff there to maybe get some cash to make a deal or a partial trade when it comes towards the Mewtwo is something that I will be looking at making happen. Just because when it comes to this, I do want to get like the more expensive cards out of the way so I can just like slowly get some of the cheaper cards. But it would probably be smarter to wait a little bit longer, specifically on the Mewtwo. So the Mewtwo will be maybe a little bit less of a priority, but it is something that I will be targeting once again because I'm working towards a master set and I'm excited, right? I don't know if you guys can tell from my voice and if you watch the live stream where we rip Destined Rivals, but I am very excited for it. And then we have this card right here, the Garchomp number 232 SIR. Now, I already have a deal in place for this. My brother actually pulled this card, and he wants some sealed product, and he's going to be coming into town within the next few weeks. So that kind of works out. We're going to make a little bit of a deal. It's going to work out sweet. We're going to just do a trade, beneficial for both, so I can get the Cynthia's Garchomp, an expensive card from the set, and secure that. So, for him, it's been working out in his favor because it's been going up in value. So maybe if it could dip a little bit more in the next few weeks before he gets here, before we make that trade, might be a little bit more beneficial for me. But either way, it's going to work out and it's going to be an easy deal for both parties. So yeah, that's kind of something else that is in place but hasn't happened yet. So I'm excited to have that card as far as that goes. And then just another one right from Destined Rivals is the Moltres. Not nearly as expensive, around $130, but one that I kind of just want to knock out and get in the binder. I did get a bigger binder coming, so I can have I started working through the master set last night, and I started organizing, going through mostly through the common, the bulk stuff, and getting that all laid out, getting those in stacks ready for the binder. Binder should be in today, so I can kind of start on that. Had to get a little bit bigger binder than the ones I had used before, just because I want to make sure I have enough room. So yeah, master set, working on that. So that, kind of like tails into, honestly, and once again, I guess this is just becoming like, I'm buying Destined Rivals this month. But, when it comes to cards that I need, we did pull like the Misty Psyduck, and we can go into, if you missed it, we ripped like 200 packs of Destined Rivals, so go back and check out the live stream. It was super cool. We had a blast doing that. But we pulled a duplicate of Ethan's Typhlosion. Now we pulled the Crobat, and we pulled the Ho-Oh as far as SIRs go, so that was nice to get those out off the rip. And these were ones that were pretty high on my chase list, so I really like the Crobat and the Ho-Oh a lot. I like the Crobat a lot, even though it's not valued very high, which is totally fine. But the Crobat is one that really grew on me a lot. I just like that card a lot, so I was super stoked to pull that. But we do have like a duplicate of Ethan's Typhlosion that has some decent value right here, around $40. So that is one that I'm a little torn, because I'm gonna have to go through some stuff and see what's worth grading as well. Because my predicament when it comes to master sets is, like, say I have a card that, like, for example, my other master set, I'm working on doing more, but my only other current complete master set is 151, where I had a graded Charizard, but I needed it for the binder, so then I needed 2 copies. You see what I'm saying? Because even though I had it there, I needed it in the binder for it to, like, look complete. So with Ethan's Typhlosion, if I have a real gradable one, I think it hit a 10, I might grade that, and then keep the other one for the binder copy. But you see what I'm saying? And then, like, the Ho-Oh looks really clean, so, but I might want to grade that if it's a 10, but then I need another Ho-Oh for the so you see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what to do when it comes to that. So let me know how you guys would approach that. So yeah, obviously, like the Nidoking, right? There's a lot that we need. And then some of these, aren't as expensive, right? The lower we get on here, which is totally great, totally fine. And these cards should continue to drop, a lot of these lower cards, as people rip and the supply goes up. So yeah, there's a lot of cards that we need, obviously, for the master set. So we did pull the jamming tower, the gold jamming tower that knocked out the stream. But yeah, it's just stuff that I'll continue to pick up singles, or like I said, maybe if I score more stuff at MSRP, that we'll just rip. We'll rip some to try and pull some potential stuff. But yeah, we did pull a decent amount of stuff. It's nowhere near the complete master set, but we're on our way. So yeah, that's currently what I am targeting as far as the month of July. Now, I am open to other stuff as well. There's so much more that I would potentially buy if it came my way at a reasonable price as well. Like I said, I'm still extremely bullish on Sword and Shield as a whole. Sword and Shield booster boxes specifically. I don't think you can go wrong, even at the current price points. I still believe that long term they will continue to perform insanely well when it comes to that. So I'm open to other products that come, if anything comes along as well. Which, I wouldn't expect, like, any super good deals to come my way by any means, because stuff is hot, stuff is in demand. But that's just my mindset and my approach. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully it's beneficial. Just to give a little bit of an insight, I would expect that next month we'll probably still have Booming Waters and Prismatic SPCs on the list. But other than that, maybe some other things will definitely have changed by then. So that's, and maybe some more Destined Rivals will still be on the list as singles prices drop. So yeah, that's just kind of how it goes right now. But that's all I have for you guys in this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.